What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mama and Papa Joe. We're continuing with the summer of grilled chicken. On the menu today, some peri peri chicken. Let's check this out. All right, peri peri chicken, folks. It has its origins in African and Portuguese cuisine. We're gonna start with an awesome marinade. And peri peri means pepper, pepper. It's based on the bird's eye chili from Africa. This is normally used fresh in this recipe. Of course, I couldn't find it fresh. They're supposed to be bright red. These are dried. Now I'm a little concerned because they're brown that the sauce, the marinade, will not be as red as it's supposed to be. So now I'm a little hesitant to use these, but I'm gonna be making this up as I go along for the most part. The majority of this recipe I got from a gentleman who calls himself the HALAL chef. So I'm going to be tweaking his recipe. I'm going to start with half a cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, 4 tablespoons of water, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of white sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, the juice of a lemon. The halal chef actually put the entire lemon in there. I like this. I'm going to try that. Never tried it before. Here I've got half of a large onion. This is a yellow onion. And about 6 chopped up cloves of garlic. These are large cloves, so lots of garlic. I want about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. All right, so because I'm trying to maintain that red color, I pull out some of my red peppers from the freezer. These are 2 large jalapenos, and these are 2 red habanero peppers. I'm gonna put them in there, seeds and all. Halal chef used about 7 bird's eye chili and a couple of serranos. I couldn't find any of those, any serranos red, so I'm gonna go with this. And just for a giggle, I'm gonna add 2 of the bird's eye. I don't know how hot they are, but let's check it out. All right, folks, I want this pretty much emulsified and a nice smooth paste. All right, and it looks like that's what we have. Last night, about 9 o'clock, 12 hours ago, I salted and placed it on this rack in the fridge for dry brine. I like to spatchcock the opposite of most folks. I go through the breast as opposed to the backbone. I like my legs on the outside as opposed to on the inside. Just a personal preference. We don't want to waste any of this marinade. We're going to be using it towards the end of the cook to make a bit of a sauce. So I want to make sure that this is well covered. If you're able to get some under the skin, don't hesitate. Oh, I can see those red flakes of pepper. You can put this in the fridge overnight. I'm going to go for about 6 or 7 hours. We've marinated for just a little over 6 hours. We've been out of the fridge for about a good hour. Let's see what our skin side looks like. And I am happy with this. Once I get it on the grill, I will probably take a brush to it and just even out some of the spots that aren't covered. Our 2 baskets are ready to go. We've got some cowboy lump and some cowboy garlic onion briquette. It smells like we're cooking already. We're using the expert grill. We're gonna come right in here and we're going bone side down to start. Just do a little bit of adjusting. We'll be back out here open about another 5 minutes. All right, folks, it's been that first 5 minutes. We got up to 350 degrees. Let's see what's happening under here. All right, that is looking good. And I wanted to not have the fire at its hottest when we first went down. That is why I went bone side down first. So let's give this another few minutes. I know that skin can burn and char quickly, so we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on this. Another 5 minutes. Let's take a look, see what we're working with. I saw a little flaming. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Just keep working with that charring. Another quick check. Oh. And we're just going to continue doing this, folks, until we're satisfied with what we've got. The very edges of the breast that are a little harder to reach, I don't know if we'll be able to fold her over like, oh, haha, that works. Folks, and I'm telling you that this should not be no more than a couple of minutes right there. That really looks good. That backbone area is gonna need a little work, but we'll get it. All right, folks, let's take a look at that. Oh, absolutely. Oh, actually, I think I can go a few more, maybe 2 more minutes. We don't want that burning. Now, this is our only problem spot that we're gonna try to work on. Beautiful. How about I do something like this? We might run this with the lid off just for a few, or I could do something like this to keep cooking. I'm making this up as I go along, folks. The halal chef did this in the oven, and I'm a firm believer if I can do it in the oven, I can do it on the grill. All right, we've got some flaming going on here. Not trying to burn. Oh, that's better. Got a little splittage, but not a problem, man. The halal chef, after he had his color, he put it in a pan, added some more sauce, and he really got a nice little gravy with the chicken juices and that marinade. So I'm gonna be planning the same thing again, just out here. All right, folks, I think it's gonna be time for us to pretty much pan this. Use just a little bit of that sauce that's left in the pan. I've still got my clean sauce right here. Just pour a little more in here. I never bothered to check and see that this would fit. I just assumed that it would. And we're good to go. So this was about at 25 minutes right here, folks. I'm actually gonna pour a little sauce in here, and hopefully I can catch some juices. I'm thinking maybe another 30 minutes. Folks, I forgot a step. After the halal chef panned it, he just spooned or sprayed some oil over it. I've got here some duck fat spray, so I'm gonna still get that step in as we continue rocking. All right, folks, I think we are there. About an hour and 10 minutes. We're at 164 in the breast, 174 in the thighs. We're gonna call this good, man. That is a beautiful bird. So folks, I've got half of my leftover sauce right here, marinade, and I'm gonna come in here with the chicken juices and just add it to that. Cook out the rawness and any of the herbs. There we go, just a couple of small pieces of butter. Smelling and looking good. I'm loving that char. Beautiful bird. Mom and I are gonna kill this. We've got that nice, tasty, I mean, this is so delicious. Another great dipping sauce, folks. If you want to pour it alongside, that's what I will do. I don't want to pour it over the chicken. And we've got us a nice cucumber and watermelon salad to go with this, along with some naan. I'm hot, sweaty. I'm not going to worry about putting a plate together. Mom and I are going to do this at the table. Let's get just a quick, folks. Folks, the heat is perfect. The heat lets you know that it's there, but it's not anything that's going to burn your butt. So folks, I'm here to tell you this is absolutely delicious. Mom and I are getting ready to sit down. I'm a little sweaty. It's hot outside, but we've hit pay dirt with these grilled chickens. We started with that Cornell chicken, then the pollo salad chicken, and now this peri peri chicken. All of these you're going to want to try. Papa will not steer you wrong. I want to thank you guys and gals as usual for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe's. We absolutely appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. And as always, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla.